Have you ever experienced unexplainable synchronicities, seeing 111, 222, 333, 1111, or signs that be too perfect for a coincidence? Have people randomly turn against you when you did nothing wrong? And does life feel like a constant battle up, yet deep down, you know you have a higher purpose? Well, if this resonates with you, you might be a chosen one. Being chosen doesn't mean you're better than anyone else, but it does mean you've been given a specific mission. You were sent here to break cycles, raise consciousness, and walk a path that most people wouldn't survive. But with this calling comes challenges, tests, betrayals, isolation. But that's what I came to talk about today. You could always say the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is always one step ahead. So those synchronicities, those repeating numbers and signs, they're guiding you. It's not random, it's alignment. For me, just yesterday, I was driving down the road and I saw this one guy jack up the back of his car. And he stared at me like we met eye contact while I was driving down the road. And sooner or not, about 30 minutes later, I get on my instrument cluster on my car, it tells me that I have low PSI on one of my tires. And that's just one of the synchronicities that this universe is like looking out for me. So yeah, you'll be surprised. If you're a little bit more mindful to these synchronicities and these signs, you'll get better at picking them up and figuring out how to guide your next move or use discernment and be more cautious on your next move. I do want to say this. Most of the time when I have an active synchronicity, it's usually about the thought that I was thinking at that moment when I saw it. Does that make sense? Like say if I am thinking, oh, I should do this tomorrow, and I see the clock and it says 11:11. That means I'm on the right track. I'm doing something good. Another sign is people sense your energy and some people love it, while others might feel jealousy or hatred against you for no reason. Like only if I can explain to you how many times I kept myself low key and did my own light just because I knew that other people were thinking negative things about me, around me. And little do I know when I said, you know what, I'm just going to say it. And suddenly the mood, the vibe in the room would change. And suddenly it's like almost like they're after me. But the one thing I do want to say is you should never dim your light for nobody, because your power is what makes you you. But I'm going to be real with you. Life isn't easy for chosen ones. You get tested hard, and that's mainly because you're built for it. If you ever heard that saying, God doesn't give you anything you can't handle, I live by that, because sometimes I'll be asking him why he gave me so many different tasks and missions and all these different lessons. I used to be friends with this one girl, and she used to say, God's toughest warriors get the toughest challenges, or something like that. I forget what the saying was exactly, but that was years ago. I guess you could say I was always aware that I was like a special thinker, just thought differently than other people, acted differently than other people. But I didn't know that I was this special until about a couple of years ago, where I put all my experiences and everything all together, and I came across this one video saying that this is the chosen ones, like this is what happens in their lives, and everything was just dead on center. So this is my plan for today on this video. It's just to spread the awareness. I basically want to tell all the chosen ones out there that they're safe if they don't know that already. Because me, I was on my own. I didn't come from spiritually supportive family. Now, there's been a lot of betrayals, hardships, and don't even get me started on the spiritual awakenings in my life. I have too many to count. But this proves that you're living this path, and I take pride in that. And most people in my life think I am crazy, but you know what? I have no problem with that, because this whole transformation that I went throughout my whole life is knowing that everything is from within. Everything matters from within. If you're looking on the outside for fulfillment, you're not going to find it ever. Yes, things will temporarily make you happy, but it will lose its spark, believe me. The best things that help me cope through it is just meditation. Spending the time isolated to myself, and just that itself will help you find yourself. Compared to how I was 3 years ago, I'm nothing like who I am today. Just because I found and learned more about myself, I did the inner work, the shadow work, the dark night of the soul, all these spiritual awakenings. And it amounts to who I became today. And there's going to be times where you want to give up. For all the life of you, you just want it to stop. But I realized everything happening was preparing me for my purpose. So now that you know that you're chosen and you have to work within, how do you survive and thrive as a chosen one? I mean, the first thing you got to do is master your energy. And not just master your energy, but protect it. Not everyone deserves to have access to you. I know it's scary to think about, oh, I don't want to be alone, I get lonely, blah, 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 but embrace isolation. You're not alone because you're forgotten. You're alone because you're being prepared. And most importantly, that thing I could say is follow your gut feeling, your intuition. Follow your guidance, your divine guidance. Every sign, every gut feeling, it's leading you somewhere greater. So with all that said, I just want you to know if you ever felt discouraged or, lost, I want you to know this, that you were chosen for a reason. God, universe, source, whatever. They chose you for a reason. And your purpose is so much bigger than your pain. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Let's build a community of chosen ones supporting each other. That's my goal. And smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content and videos along the way. Thanks, guys.